Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Tom Archer, and we are back with another episode of Addicks Weekly. As I've said in the past, this will be a weekly show every single Monday evening from about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the evening. So make sure you do stay tuned, get involved. Every week, get involved in the comments. This might be a live show thing eventually. But as you can see, we've got a few tops in the background. I did see a comment. On the first episode, just kind of saying, put something in the background. It's the best I can do for now. I've not got much on my hands, but once I get my own place properly, there'll be a bit more of a better setup and everything. Hopefully soon enough. But yeah, as you can tell by the title, today we are only going through the men's team because obviously I'll do a little recap on the women's. Our game got called off, not postponed, called off. Cancelled against Portsmouth at the Valley. Well, it would have been today or yesterday when you're watching this. But Portsmouth have got 13 injured players. I think 3 or 4 of them maybe have ACLs or something like that. So obviously it's not their fault. But we have obviously the game has just been cancelled. It's not being rearranged. It's not doing anything like that. It's just been purely cancelled. I think we will be getting 3 points for it. I'm not too sure. Obviously, it is in the Subway Cup, which is quite similar to the Papa John's, I guess, for the men's, where it's a league phase, and then you go through the round 16 and so on, so on, so on. But I don't know. It's a weird one. But obviously, the next women's game is in 2 weeks against Birmingham, so next week's will also be the men's team, and then we're back with both teams. But getting into today, we are going through yesterday's win over Sheffield Wednesday, the Owls. Obviously, before we get into the game properly, Sheffield Wednesday, if anyone's watching this, obviously I hope you've the best. Hopefully, you get the madman out of your club. I saw quite a few Charlton fans, including myself, clapping you guys as you were singing on the 10th minute, I think it was, getting him out of the club. Hopefully it is soon enough. As I'm sure you're right. In the vlog, my mate Moose, he came on, kind of gave me a bit more insight on it. Obviously his links and all that will be linked down below. But yeah, Wednesday fans, hopefully you get it all sorted. Charlton fans will know what it's like going through turmoil with ownerships. We've had, well, before these lot, we had 3 horrible groups, put it that way. One being a Belgium, who we won't talk about, ESI and all that stuff. Crazy. But getting into the game, obviously going into the game, I did predict a 2-1 anyway. I didn't think it'd be a walkover. I didn't think it'd be as easy as some fans thought it would have been. I've seen loads who predicted it would be a 3-0, 4-0, 3-1. But I thought, yes, obviously Wednesday aren't the greatest team in the league. They're obviously on paper the worst team in league right now. But at the same time, they've also grinded out some decent points. Obviously they lost to Coventry and everything. But going into the game, obviously unchanged. I think Ramsey back on the bench, or got onto the bench. The bench again as well. Easy to like. Berry back on the bench as well, which is a positive. But yeah, obviously the lineup, I don't need to go through it. But going into the game, it was very interesting to say the least. I thought we started very well. Sonny Carey doing what he does best. Obviously the goal was in my vlog if you want to check that out. Absolute quality. TC's run for the goal was absolutely immense for me. He took 5 or 6 players out of the game for Sheffield Wednesday. Created a goal. Obviously, Kerry's first shot, he parried it. Probably could have done better, but it was there for the rebound. Easy like 1-0. Sonny Carey again. LA. Obviously, yeah, it was a very, very, very well taken goal. Carey loves a home goal. Clearly, he loves scoring at home. But yeah, I mean, from then I thought we was on top. I thought we looked like we was going to score quite early on. obviously they did unfortunately have a injury in the 35th minute. Iorfa went off. He went down about two or three times before it. Tried carrying on, and as soon as he went off, I was like, okay, we need to kind of step on the gas a bit more now, and we obviously did, because in the 45th minute, James Bree whips in a cross, 2-0. Easy to let Reece Burke, very very good header to be fair. But then I think if Reece didn't get it, I think Greg or Lloyd was behind him, so it was going to be a goal either way for me. Obviously, nice to see another goal scorer. Obviously, we'll get into the front two soon. But yeah, it's obviously nice to see Reece get on the score sheet. Obviously, not at the greatest start to his Charlton life in terms of injuries, but since he's been in the team, he's been absolutely immense for me. I think he's been quality, and he's given Kane Ramsey a run for his money, if you like, because I think last season Kane Ramsey was way above his level in League One. He was far too good for that league, and he's come into the Championship. And I think he's kind of realised, like, obviously, I think this is sort of his level. Obviously, he's a great player. He's one of our best players that we've had in a very, very long time. And he can get better because he's still young. But Burke's come in. Obviously, Ramsey's normally in that sort of right centre-back role. Jones has brought him in. And obviously, unfortunately, as I say, he's had his injuries, which we need to be careful about. But Ramsey's got a bit of competition now. Especially with Bree on the right side as well now. Yeah, it is a weird one. Obviously, Lloyd doing Lloyd. Lloyd does whatever he wants on the pitch, and it works. Midfield as well. Connor Coventry, I thought had a brilliant game again, but I think he has a great game most weeks. Mr. Consistent, if you like. But yeah. That was obviously the midfield and everything. Greg, I thought, was a quality again, showed his class, and I think he's been quality the last couple games. And I was one kind of thinking, okay, is Greg going to be a squad player this year? Is he going to be a vital part of the squad? And obviously the first two games he was a bit quiet, but I think it was from Bristol City maybe. Or just after that against Leicester, I thought he was quality, and I thought, I think he's been one of our key players in the squad. He's a proper captain now. He's showing his leadership skills, if you like. So yeah, he was quality. Obviously, Sonny, as I said before, don't need to say too much on him. He's just a beautiful ginger man. But even away from the goal, the spark he brings to the midfield, he brings the players up so quickly that he runs through midfield with the ball without thinking twice. And considering he's come in on a free, I think for me, along with Bell, I think Carey's probably been our best signing of the summer so far, or like by a mile at the moment. Obviously, hopefully he continues to keep up these performances, because it would be ideal for him to carry on, because he's keeping Nibs out of the team at the moment, and we signed Nibs for I think £2 million, something like that, and to have him on the bench over Carey, who rightfully is starting right now, is crazy, absolutely mental. But you can't go wrong with it. You don't change your winning side, as the saying goes. Onto the wing backs now. Bell obviously going back to left wing back. Obviously with Josh Edwards being out for a couple more months apparently, which is not ideal. But obviously he had surgery, which is probably the best outcome of this, I suppose. Because I guess it kind of stops him from doing it again in the future, or it gives him more of a chance of not doing it. And then obviously Bree being on the other side as well. I thought both players were top notch again. I thought everyone was quality anyway. Bell and Maka Gillespie, I keep stuttering, so I apologise. But those two kept switching each time. I thought Bell had a good game at left wing back. I thought him and TC linked up well. And then whenever Bell came back, Mako will go left wing back, and I thought both of them worked wonders again. Bree doing Bree stuff. Give him the permanent contract now. Honestly, he's such a good player, and the fact that Southampton fans were slating him is mad to me, because I know he's only been a short amount of time so far, but for me he's not pulled a foot wrong at all. He's had a few quieter games, but he's always been kind of involved, if that makes sense. His set pieces are some of the best I've seen as well at Charlton in a very long time. Obviously the set piece, the assist to Reece Burke. He's got obviously the assist at Sheffield United. He's got the goal at Derby. It's absolutely it's crazy. And again, he put in another very good shift. Obviously, he did come off in the second half, which I think, when we were 2-0 up, we thought, okay, maybe it's going to be all right. He came on. He came off on 90th minute. Ignore me. It came off for Rankin Costello, which I think was the point where Jones was kind of shutting up shop. I'm going to go through the subs before I talk about the whole second half. I think when we took TC and Kelman off, I in my opinion, I thought we looked worse. That might be unpopular. I just felt like the game slowed down a lot when them two went off. Kelman, I thought, had a good game as well. He's improving. He's this close from a goal. He is this close from a goal, and it will come. It will come very, very soon. Obviously, he had a chance in the first half, which we saw a glimpse of what Kelman can do. He can run in behind, add a shot. It was a good save. It was a good save from the keeper. In fairness, TC obviously for the goal, we got this. Well, for me, he got the assist. He made the goal, and I thought both of them played well. Obviously, I know a lot of people don't particularly rate TC right now, and I understand, because he's expected to get assists, he's expected to get goals, but even when he don't get assists, he's always kind of making something happen. Like for the goal at Derby, he put the ball in, obviously it came back to Doc, he put it to Bree, goal. Bree, yeah, I think it was Bree. Yeah, it was quality. And I obviously Tanto for me was a beast when he came on, but I thought Leeburn was a bit slow. I thought he did alright when he came on, but I just feel like, I don't know, it just felt a lot slower. And obviously, as we saw when they came on, Sheffield Wednesday did eventually score. For me, I thought they had a decent passage of play between like the 60th and 70th minute. Like they were on us for a good 10-15 minutes, and obviously they scored on the 69th minute. Jamal Lowe. I'm not too sure what happened because obviously I'm far away, but from what I saw, it was I think a parry from Kaminsky and a goal or a tap in, whatever, and easy as you like for him. Jamal Lowe in that team, I thought, was levels above a lot of them. Bannon, I'll just say quickly, I don't think he had a great game at all. Obviously, what is the score, Bannon? Obviously not the greatest of receptions for him from Charlton fans, and it was to be expected. Palace fan, that tweet, which I'm sure everyone else has seen. If not, I'll put it on the screen somewhere. But yeah, those are the goals. Obviously, yeah, the subs as well. Obviously, brought Nibs on and brought Kane Ramsey on for Burke and Carey. Obviously, that's the usual change. Nibs coming on for Carey, and obviously Ramsey coming on for Burke. I think those two are kind of chop and change, because we are going into a part of the season where it's literally Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, and it's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be very, very weird. And obviously Ramsey is obviously used to starting games, but I do think he's going to chop and change a lot until God forbid someone gets injured, which I hope they don't. But yeah, it'll be a very weird one. As I say, going into the second half as well, again from 60th minute to about the 75th, I thought Wednesday were on top. I thought I was waiting for a goal to come. I was waiting for Millwall all over again. Thankfully, we did hold out. Obviously, the madness at the end. Tanto gets played through. Keeper's come out, absolutely wiped him out. Ref has originally played as waves play on for a good 30 seconds afterwards, which is absolutely diabolical for me. If you heard the vlog, I lost my head, because it's the easiest challenge easiest choice you'll see in any football game in your life. Clear red, obvious red, one of the easiest reds that the ref could have ever given in his life. Obviously, I've seen some Wednesday fans saying he got the ball, but even then, I think he handled the ball outside the area for the challenge anyway. I might be wrong, but Tanto, we're lucky he is a unit, because he somehow got up and he was fine, but he just didn't move when he came out. Obviously, I think the linesman gave the red card in the end, which more than deserved for me. Absolute quality. It was mental, and it's one of the craziest challenges I've seen in a very long time, especially at Charlton. Not much really happens there normally, but yeah, obviously Horvath, I think I say his name. Obviously, that's their emergency lone keeper, and obviously they've got Middlesbrough on Tuesday, I think, or something like that. I think they've got to play like an 18-year-old in goal now. So good luck to them. Absolutely mental. Although it's probably a blessing in disguise, because your keeper yesterday was absolutely honking the show up. So yeah, that game. Obviously, game over, 2-1 win, up to 9th. Can't really complain too much. But we are now going to be moving on to Ipswich. Away, I'll be there tomorrow, so if you do see me, come and say hi, get in a vlog. I will be filming. It's going to be, for me, our biggest test so far. We obviously know the last couple of meetings we've had with Ipswich at their place. It's currently 10-0 in aggregate in the last 2 games. So anything less than 4-0, I'm happy. No, I think it's going to be a very weird one. It's going to be an interesting one. As I say, I'll be there. I'm not too sure where I'm at. I've got it on my phone somewhere. But yeah, as I say, it's going to be a very, very strange one, to put it lightly. I think it's going to be a very cagey game to start with, but I think once a goal goes in, I think it's just going to be all guns blazing. Score prediction. Obviously, you'll probably see this after the Chronicles tomorrow, because it's been rearranged. Tomorrow? Today. I'm gonna go. I'll go for a 2-2. I think Ipswich obviously will want to come back from a. Yeah, they did lose, didn't they? Yeah. They'll obviously want to come back from a loss against Middlesbrough. We'll want to carry on our winning run. Obviously, come back from our last away result against Preston. I think it'll be 2-2. I think Carey will get another, and we'll go with Maka Gillespie. Why not? I'm not too sure who's going to score from him. I'm not too sure who's their, I guess, main threat. But it'll be interesting. As I say, come and say hi, get involved in the vlog, get involved in the chat and everything. I think most of the Chronicles will be there tomorrow. Obviously, there'll be a bit of news for me soon regarding the Charlton Chronicles. I'm sure a few people are aware anyway. But yeah, it's going to be cagey. It's going to be interesting. And yeah, Tuesday nights away days. I'm back on them. I'm not doing Hull because that place gives me trauma after 2016. But yeah, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Obviously, it's me on my own. I'm going to try and get some more people on. like I did with Cameron. Obviously we'll do some more IRL ones as well, and this will be sorted out eventually. And it might get sorted out properly once I get my own place as well. So yeah, thank you for watching. Those who do tune in for this, I do appreciate all of the support. I'm trying to get this going properly. Obviously we'll talk about the women's team properly in 2 weeks' time. It's just something different, obviously, because I know not many people talk about them or even watch them, so it's just nice to get it out there to open a few more eyes. But yeah, again, as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you do press that subscribe button. We are trying to hit 2,000 by the end of the year. And until next time, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.